Hey guys, Garry at Tremis Dynamics. Today we're going to take a look at my bug out bag. This is going to be a multi-part series. We got a little bug out event planned in a couple of weeks. A couple friends and I are going to go out and bug out. Before we got there, I thought take a look at my bug out bag, show you what's in it, and take it out and see how it works out in the woods, and then I'll do a video afterwards telling you what sucked and what didn't suck. Alright, this is it loaded up. Food, water, shelter, fire. I have it set up for winter mode. It's got some extra clothes in it that are warmer. In the summer, I might not carry as heavy a sleeping bag, and I might not carry as many clothes in it. It is kind of big. But my bug out locations, I have two bug out locations depending on a number of factors why I would pick either one to go to. One is 16 miles away, one is 50 miles away. If I have to go 50 miles on foot, yeah, nobody wants to do it with a 47-pound backpack, but it's going to take 47 pounds of stuff to get me through the amount of time it takes to walk 50 miles to my bug out location. So let's tear this shit apart and look at it. Alright, so first we got the bag itself. This is Marine Corps ILBE backpack. I get a lot of crap about my choice in a bag, but a pack this size for 80 bucks, if there's a better one out there, comment below and let me know what it is and I'll take a look at that. But I know there are better backpacks. I know there's a lot of high-end civilian companies that make great rucks, or places like Cafaro, Everly Stock, but it's an Arc'teryx design pack, and I mean, everyone tells me they make good stuff. I don't own any of their packs because I don't have that much money to buy one of their packs. It seems to be pretty durably built, so if it's a poor design, I'd have to think that all their designs are poor. But again, for a pack this size for $80 off the used market, and when I bought this one, it was barely used. I couldn't even find how they could call it used. If there's a better deal out there, please, by all means, comment what it is, and I'll take a look at getting one. So when we look at the pack, it's got this pouch on top. Underneath that there's some molly webbing. Attached to the molly webbing I have a pair of gloves and a pouch with the Princeton Tech headlamp in it. I figure that those are the two things I might need rapid access to, so I just lashed them right to the underside of this flap. This is, I think it's called the lid. There's more molly webbing on the top if you wanted to pack things up there. Inside of this, the lid opens up, and I have a Vortex Navy issue parka. That probably was an everybody issue parka, but this one was Navy issue parka. That's the only thing I have in the lid. Once you open the lid, I have a small LED light to help me look inside the bag. Bag opens up. There is a radio pouch available for this bag. I got it on eBay for like $3. I bought it so I could keep some things separate from other stuff. There's no organization inside the bag. It is one giant fucking sack. Comes with one divider in the middle that you can buckle in place. Below that divider I have my sleeping bag. Above it I have everything else. So I put this radio pouch in, it lays flat against the back, and have some things in there, and I'll get to that. Inside the pouch, or inside the main bag, Katadyn water filter. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I think it's Katadyn. It's a Hiker Pro model. Also keep some coffee filters in the pouch with that so that I can get rid of sediment if I need to before I filter it and get some more extra life out of my filter. If you do not have a money for a high-end filter, buy a life straw. These things are 20 bucks on Amazon, and I don't remember how many thousands of gallons are good for, but they're certainly good for however long your fucking bug out's going to be. They do enough that you could actually share one of these with more than one person. However, that's going to be quite a bit of time just to drink. I mean, you've got to stick it in the dirty water, drink it out. Whereas with the cat in it, I can pump water out much faster than we can drink it, and we can fill containers with clean water. So what else do I have in here? Small bag from Garry Ghost Gear, contact lens stuff, extra set of lenses, and some contact solution. If you're a glasses wearer, put an extra pair of glasses in your bag somewhere. If you're a contact wearer, extra pair of contacts go in there. What else is in here? All right, boo-boo kit. It's got Band-Aids and Neosporin and shit like that. Some eye drops, oral hydration salts, mostly stuff for little cuts and scrapes. It is not a medical kit. The medical kit is located on the outside of the bag, so it's easier to get to. Then I've got clothes. Everything in here has been vacuum sealed, so no matter where I go with the bag, I got to change the clothes here in case I get wet. It's winter right now, 5 fucking degrees outside this morning. The last thing you want to do is get wet and have to live in that environment with wet clothes. So I put a set of dry clothes in here, and I vacuum sealed each one individually. T-shirt. Everything that I put in here also is a very bland, nondescript color. I don't want it to stand out. My idea if I'm bugging out isn't to be rescued. So everything's green, gray, black, brown, you know, something that might not be camouflage, but it's not going to stand out in the woods. Also, if I happen to be in an urban environment, it's not going to say, oh, the dude in the bright yellow shirt or with this logo on it or whatever. It's just a bland shirt. In here we have socks, underwear. Those are individually wrapped inside the bag and then wrapped together. Long johns, polypropylene style, top and the bottom. I have those separately. There's a decent chance if I have to bug out quick, I'm not wearing long johns because I might not be intended to be outside. So that gives me a thermal layer. Fleece. And lastly, pants. That encompasses all the clothing that's in the bag. Alright, now I'm going to look inside this radio pouch. It's inside the bag. I'll get a close up here in a second what that looks like. Lifeboat rations, like 2,500 calories. There's a day's worth of not necessarily nutrition, but a day's worth of energy. Also in here, that's what I put in the radio bag, was just food. Right now I have 3 field stripped MREs, and that's it. So not a lot of food, but I figure if need be I can last one day on an MRE. I can also last another day on the lifeboat rations, even walking 50 miles. That gives me 4 days worth of food right there, assuming I can't find anything between here and where I'm going. Hopefully when I'm bugging out to a location that has food, so I just need to get from here to there. I also have some stuff on the outside of the bag that I can eat as well. That's the entire top of the ILBE. Everything else is either on the bottom or strapped to the outside. So let's take a look at that stuff too. On the outside, I have 100 feet of paracord, a couple of Grimlock carabiners, a couple zip ties stuffed down through the molly webbing. That'll be good for lashing anything to anything. I need to make a shelter. I'm going to use the paracord and the zip ties, that kind of thing. I'm just going to work my way from the top to the bottom. This isn't any specific order of importance. Over here on the left side of the pack is my SOG Tomahawk. I need some sort of blade, whether it be a knife or whatever. I went with the Tomahawk because they're really fucking cool. Over on the right side I have some pouches, some things in it. Now this pouch here on the side has a Exotac ferrocerium rod. I got the orange one with some bright paracord on it so it's easy to find. And then here I have a couple of glow sticks, provide some light. Also on the outside of the pack is an old school silver compass. A couple disposable toothbrushes, got the little nugget of toothpaste right in them. Titanium spork for the MREs. Everybody needs a spork, and if you're going to have them, they should be titanium. Personal comfort item, a travel deodorant, especially if I find myself, I'm in the midst of my bug out and I might find the need to go interact with someone. If I get rid of some of the stink, they'll probably appreciate that, and it won't make me seem like the weirdo coming from the fucking woods. Looks like Grizzly Adams. Another pouch that's got some batteries in it. AAA's for the headlamp, 123s for my flashlight. Also on that same side, I have a bottle of water that's on the outside pouch, real easy to get to. I certainly recommend carrying some type of water to get you started. Depending where you live, you may need to have more water, less water. This is Voss. I like the bottle. I taped the lid shut and then used a glow-in-the-dark piece of tape so I can find the lid thing to rip it, find the tape to rip it off so I can open the lid, but I was worried it would come open by itself. Something like a Liberty bottle would also be nice. This one's from ITS Tactical. Just something that you have easy access to drink while you're on the move. Over on the other side, in this little bag, Grey Ghost Gear sells these, like a 3-pack for like 10 bucks. Roll of toilet paper in a Ziploc bag, and a thing of baby wipes, unscented or whatever. Back of the pouch also has disposable poncho. I got the rain jacket. I don't really plan on using that as a disposable poncho unless I need to, but there's also, basically some plastic sheeting. A couple hand warmers for your comfort. More likely I would use those in my sleeping bag around my feet. Hey, somebody texted me. Notepad, Right in Rain style. Space blanket. These can help keep you warm. They can also help keep you cool in the shade. It's also going to deflect rain if you use it to make a shelter. A couple writing utensils in there. P38 can opener. Not that I even plan on bringing any cans with me, but it weighs a couple of grams. Bic lighter. Waterproof matches. Chapstick. Again, remember this is winter mode. And some ibuprofen. Those who've been in the military know vitamin I is something that gets you through every single day. Figure if I'm bugging out, I'm probably going to have some aches and pains, and that ibuprofen might come in handy. Over here on this other side, we have a complete burner phone. Call me paranoid, tinfoil hat and shit, but there might be a chance that when I'm bugging out, I don't want to use my phone because somebody may be looking for me. Plan for the worst. Also, out here on the outside, a couple power bars, 5-hour energy. That might get me started. Heading out in my bug out and don't really have time to stop and eat a meal. The only other thing on the outside is a med kit, marked as a med kit. That is my ventilated operator's kit from Tactical Response. If there's a chance that you're going to suffer a catastrophic injury, which is just about everything I do, there's that chance. You should definitely have one of those kits. So I think I added to it was a cat tourniquet. It came with the SWAT, I think, and the cat's a nicer tourniquet, so I upgraded that and threw some cheetah gauze or quick clot or one of those in there. Some sort of hemostatic agent. When it gets down to it, the bag's almost empty at this point, but if we go to the side, I'll see if I can't get out my bag here for you in some reasonable amount of time. Alright, in the bottom of the bag I also have 2 heavy-duty contractor bags. You can fill these up with leaves to act as a mattress, keep you off the ground. You could also, if it's not cold enough to worry about staying off the ground, in the heat of summer, you can use this to cut them apart, string them up for sunshades, use them for water collection. Again, we're not thinking long-term survival here. We're thinking, I need to get 50 miles. So I doubt I'm going to be collecting much water, especially since here in central Pennsylvania, there's water everywhere. I mean, literally there's water everywhere. You can't walk for a couple miles without running into some sort of stream. So as long as I have some type of water bottle that I can refill, I'll pull the filter out and keep pumping that thing up. Bottom of the bag, military sleep system. Everyone in my family has one of these. This one isn't even mine. Mine is currently sitting in my gear locker. This was the first one I grabbed when I packed my bag. They come in the foliage green with the GACU cover, or they have the old school woodland ones, like the one I was issued. So it's not the lightest sleeping bag in the world, but there comes with a Gore-Tex bivouac, 2 bags. If you use everything together, it's good for -0, and it's waterproof. Essentially, you don't need a tent if you have the Gore-Tex bivvy. In the summer, pack just the bivvy, and you've got yourself a tent no matter where you go. If it's the GACU one, if you want to hit it with some Krylon so it doesn't glow in the dark, cool. If not, that's fine. Or just get one of the woodland ones. They're on the used market for like $100. So, you know, you get a surplus bag. It's really nice. Again, it's not the lightest. This thing probably weighs 7 or 8 pounds, I'm guessing, which basically encompasses the heaviest item in the bag and obviously the biggest item in the bag. It takes up half of the bag itself. So it looks like a big bag, but overall it isn't that heavy. I think it's 40 pounds total. The bag itself weighs probably 7 or 8 pounds with all the pouches I attached to it. So sleeping bag and the backpack account for, you know, we're almost talking half the weight. All right, for the last couple items I got on the outside of the bag, attached to the waist strap on the right side, I have a Surefire G2. I mean, these things are like $40. I did upgrade this one with the tactile night vision company LED lamp and a clicky tail cap, but you can get this or a stream light at a really affordable price. I have that on the outside of the bag because if it's dark, I'm not going to want to dig to find a flashlight. On the other side of the bag, on the waist strap, Gerber multi-tool. I got these around Christmas time a few years ago, and they were only like $25 a piece. Gerber has a lifetime guarantee. I broke one, sent it back, they replaced it. So for $25, you can't get a much better deal than that. Alright, so there's the bag and everything that normally goes in it. Again, it looks like a lot of shit, but if you're planning for 3 days and all you got is the shit in the bag, this stuff here would probably be a good way to start. If you wanted to add more food, you know, well, that kind of depends on your normal intake versus how far you need to go, how long you think it's going to take you. Even my short 16-mile bug out, if I have to go with my children, then there's a decent chance that it's going to take longer. If I have to go 50 miles and I'm also going with my children, I probably don't have enough food. But there is still some dead space in the bag, and if I had a half hour to prepare before I was bugging out, I would certainly put more foodstuffs in the bag. If we were going to go by vehicle, I would just take the whole bag, throw it in the car, you know, no harm, no foul. If I don't ever need to open it up, I have a bag when I get to my bug out location. If the vehicle doesn't get us all the way to the bug out location, I can go from foot there, and hopefully it won't be the full 50 miles on foot. Alright, so we took a look at everything in the bag. Not this weekend, but following weekend, me and some of my training partners are going to go do an actual bug out event, and we'll film that as well, make a second video in this series. And I'll do a third series afterwards, like an after action report talking about what worked and what didn't work. I put some thought into this. I've actually got a lot of input from a lot of other places about what should be in this. And remember, if I'm going to need this as a bug out, this is in addition to what I normally carry every day. And I have a video for my everyday carry, so we're talking flashlight, gun, shit like that anyhow. So you figure my everyday carry, my bug out bag, if it's a more planned thing, my bag does completely integrate with my chest rig, whether I'm wearing armor under the chest rig or not. So rifle, sling, we're going to be adding a lot more weight on there, but you know, you got to take your shit and do what you need to do.